Hello, Bubble Babes. How are you? So happy to be here again. It's been a minute, but I'm back. So, today we're talking about Dababy and Dani Leigh. Dani Leigh. I'm not really sure exactly how to pronounce her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm just going to call her Dani. Anyway, so we're going to talk about their whole little argument, little disagreement that they're getting into right now. But before we get started, I want you to stop what you're doing, like my video, spam the comments, comment how you feel about the situation. Before I even get started, tell me what you think about the situation, because these are my opinions, but obviously you guys have opinions as well, and those matter. So I want to know what y'all think about what is going on in the situation. Who do you think is right? Who do you think is wrong? All of these nice fun things. So let's get started.
Yeah, you want to record me talking about shut the
I gotta record you for my safety.
Yeah, go ahead. This the first thing.
You ain't finna burn the black man down. Get your phone. Let me close it first. You think?
Baby, the first time.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like this.
Nah. Go with your move.
So, apparently, if you've been living under a rock, what's happening is Dababy and Dani were dating, and then they broke up. And when they broke up, then we found out she was pregnant, and that was like a whole thing. And from what we know, because we don't really know what's going on in their lives, right? We just know what we see. So from what we know, they were still broken up, but she was pregnant, right? And apparently she had the baby, and not the baby, her baby, you know what I'm saying? She had her baby and moved in with him and their baby is like 3 months. So she's been living with the baby for 3 months, and from her perspective, they've been together. She's his girl. They're together, right? And from his perspective, she's not his girl. He's basically just kind of like helping her out, this and that, right? Side chick. He called her the side chick is what he called her, but okay, whatever. So my ideas on this, first of all, this girl said that she sold. I remember when she was all over the blogs because she because she bought her house. She bought her first house. She was so excited because she was like, we were poor when I grew up. I'm self-made. And, by no means did she mean she was rich, but she was very excited and happy about this house that she had bought herself with her own hard work. And her mom, I think she bought her own house, and she bought her own house, and she bought her mom's house, I think. And I think what she does, she models, of course, so she probably gets brand deals from that. She writes music. She has one song that I actually really mess with. It's called Easy, I think. I really like that song by her. But she writes music. She does her own music. She models. So, she does some like behind the scenes kind of things. And of course, Dababy is a rapper, if you don't know. So she said that she sold that house basically because she thought that he was going to take care of her, and I guess maybe she thought it was easier. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Look, if I bought a house, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna make sure that I have me somewhere to go, because I'm not gonna depend on a man. And obviously she said that the first time when they broke up, when we thought they broke up, she said that it was a tumultuous breakup. So I don't understand why then you would go and put all your trust in this person, especially whenever you have another human being to be taken care of. Like, that's the part that I don't understand, but whatever. Also, a lot of people are super upset with Dababy because he recorded the situation, and he was, they were arguing. To me, I feel like, what's wrong with him recording? Like, what's wrong with that? Because we're acting like Karens don't exist. We're acting like girls don't go and hit themselves in the face. She's bright skinned. Like, all she has to do is smack herself one time and her face will turn purple. You know? Like, we're acting like Karens don't exist, as if, like, this man has a very long rap sheet and reputation of fighting and being violent and going to jail. I think he actually killed someone. So he has a very long rap sheet for that. So it's very easy to pin, you know, some kind of physical violence or something like that on him. Now, let me back up, because I think the whole reason why this started from what she says is, and he never really addressed this part as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know from all the videos that I saw, I never saw him address this part. If I'm wrong, in the comments, please let me know. But she said that he woke her up in the middle of the night. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. She was sleeping in the bed with the baby, and he was upset because she bought a plan B. And she's like, well, if we are having checks and we're not using no kind of protection, I just had a baby, I don't want to have another baby right now. Like, I'm just gonna do plan B, and you know, it is what it is, right? So apparently that's what he got upset about when he saw the plan B. He woke her up and was like, get out of the house, right? So he's kicking her and the baby out, essentially, is what this whole argument is. And people are like, oh, he's so wrong for that. And then he starts recording her, he calls the police, all of this stuff, right? Now, why are we acting as if domestic violence from women to men don't exist? Like, if it's a man hitting a woman all day, this man has said several times this woman has gotten violent with him. So in order to protect himself, he's going to record, because she definitely could, you know, be hitting him and scratching him and all of this stuff. And he pushes her and she's like, oh, you're going to put your hands on me? You're going to put your hands on me? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, and it's like, no. Like, no. And of course he has a big name. So it's so easy, you know, number one, to pin it on him, but number two, for him to get bad press. He just got over that whole LGBT thing, and you know, if you want to ruin somebody's career, it's really not that hard. So I don't understand why people are like, oh, but why'd you have to record it? Now, I don't think he should have put it on live. I think that was a bit far, but whatever, as long as it's documented, you know. And I also think it's kind of strange when people put their lives out like this, when they put their business like out to the world like this, and then they get upset when people offer their own opinions and their own ideas, and then they don't like it whenever people insert themselves into their business. And it's like, well, I mean, you put us in this business, right? I mean, he literally could have just like recorded it on the phone, but he wanted to put it on IG Live for everybody to see. So everybody got opinions now, you know what I mean? And then there's that claim of he's disrespecting his baby mama, and how could he throw her out with their 3-month-old, you know, this and that. And it's like, I mean, now, if he's throwing her out because she bought a plan B, that's like, what? Like, you're like, that's weird, you know, like, he's weird for that. If he is throwing her out for that, that's strange. But I got a feeling that it's deeper than that, because nobody just wakes up and is like, oh, get out. Like, you bought a plan B. Like, she probably thinks that is the plan B, and men a lot of time don't even know how to communicate their feelings appropriately. She probably did something. I'm just going off of like what I've seen in like different relationships and stuff like that, and how I know how situations snowball into bigger situations. She probably thinks it's about the plan B, but he probably thinks it's about something completely different. So for him to wake her up out of her sleep and be like, get out, I really think she did something. And honestly, I feel like she's a bird, to be honest. Like, everybody's throwing her all the sympathy because she's crying. pretty girl crying. Oh my God, right? And I'm not gonna say like I don't feel sorry for her, but I do feel like she did something. And I have no proof on this at all. It's just a gut feeling. Because I feel like if a person feels the need to record you, he did to her exactly what we do to Karens. So I think she's a Karen. I do. And I do think that she would do something to him and then claim that she didn't do it. I 100% think she would. So the fact that he was recording, I don't know. Like I don't think that that's a bad thing. I do want to know why he was kicking her out. Like I want to know from his perspective, because he never said why he was kicking her out. He just said that the world's gonna know the truth and all of the stuff about how she acts and stuff like that when the cameras are off. And I don't think that. I don't know where he's going with that, you know. And do I think that he's 100% right and good with everything that he's doing? No, but
why do you have stuff in my house? I've been trying to get you to leave my house for a week. Get this thing.
I thought this part was so interesting because he clearly said he was trying to get her to leave for a whole week. He's been trying to get her to leave for a whole week. So what she said was he was trying to get her to leave that night, and that's when everything blew up. But he says he's been trying to get her to leave for a whole entire week, and yet she's still there. And then she says, well, he says, why do you have things at my house? And she says, I have things at your house because I had a whole closet at your house. I had a whole bathroom at your house and all of this. And he's like, yeah, but like I've been trying to get you to move that stuff out of my house. I don't know about y'all, but if somebody doesn't want me around, if somebody wants to kick me out and that's their house and I don't have, my name's not on a lease or anything like that, I'm leaving, because I don't want to be nowhere that I'm not wanted, period. Anyways, so when it was like the next day and he was kind of talking about rehashing like the situation, and she came into the frame of the video when he was calling her his side chick, and she was like, the side chick? He was like, yes, you're like my side chick or whatever.
You weren't my girl.
I wasn't your girl.
Danielle.
I wasn't your girl.
You ain't never been my girl.
Brother is right there.
My brother.
Doesn't he call me his girl all the time? Don't he call me his girl all the time, Darius?
Now, some people are saying he's messing up the game for the players or whatever. Like, oh, you know, she's a side chick, but you have like all these pictures with her, and you were doing all of this stuff with her, and this and that, blah 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 blah. And I have a question for the fellas though. Can a girl move from the main chick to the side chick? Because I'm not exactly sure like how that goes. I'm real curious about that, because that was like main chick behavior, but also we didn't know about Dani for a long time. Like, we didn't know about her till like last year, and she's saying that they were together for 3 years. And I understand that people keep their relationships under wraps. Like, he never addressed it. So why now would you then say she's your side chick? Like, you coming off a little... I think they both have their faults in this situation. I don't think that he's 100% wrong, and I don't think she's 100% wrong. I just think that I definitely think she's a bird, though. I definitely think she's a bird, and I definitely think that he had a reason to record her. Whether or not he's talking smack behind the camera, I mean, people do that. Like, people do that. People talk smack. He started recording in the middle of an argument. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody's recording me, then I'm not gonna give them more of a reason to make me look stupid on camera. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I think. Like, I don't know. Some people, they just go off of emotions and they just do whatever they want. But for me, like, I'm not gonna give somebody more of a reason to make me look dumb on camera. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure, you guys, I do have a Patreon where I have exclusive content. If y'all want to know any of my sneaky link stories or any stories that are personal,